so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup, so which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll let it go down the right side. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll line up to go for two. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two, and they go on top 8-7. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Coming after it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cantrell. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment, like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long in their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The Dogs with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Florida 14, Georgia 8.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Georgia comes quickly to the line. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Otis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's looking for a man on second down. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on second down. I didn't get it. He called it again on third down. I didn't get it. On fourth down, he subbed our running back. He came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is
a shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They try to get it outside on the left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off to the defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit it and explode.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Movement here from the tight end. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football. Right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. The Gators grabbed the Dogs and put them in a death roll the last time they met, blowing out Georgia.
Yeah, it was like Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel back playing quarterback for the Gators again. They were throwing it through the air. They were getting it done on the ground as well. Offensively, the Gators last year couldn't be stopped. And Georgia knows in this one this time, they've got to be able to get some stops and get some takeaways.
So just out of curiosity, because I don't know the history, you name those guys, the other quarterbacks that can win. What was your record against Georgia?
We're 3-1. I think I had a QB sneak too.
Accidentally tripped and fell in the end zone. But the other guys he named had big games against the Bucs.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing.
The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Past the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Starting to feel a little pressure. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Otis. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. From the gun, the running back has it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On second down, wants to throw it. Trying to get to it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Bulldogs in the hurry up. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Moving away from pressure. He's not afraid to go deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's got an open man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Georgia, 15.
He'll bring it out. It's Otis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt.
Gonna let it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He'll fire to his right. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Georgia going up tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Connors. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. And they got him for the sack.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on. As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rout.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Otis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Using his feet to buy time. At the 35, he's open. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. Offense, quick tempo. Looking to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Ellington. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. No huddle here for the offense. on second down. Just keeps firing. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Grab near the marker. It's Connors. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking to throw. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score, second and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia going up tempo. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They got him. It's a sack, and what a...